Take a look at the headlines. High temperatures warming even more. Today we're going to the upper 80s by the time we get to the weekend. Hey 90s, mid to upper 90s coming in, especially for the northern end of the valley floor. Exercise, cold water safety. So if you are going to be out and about, you're talking about very hot temperatures. The natural inclination is to cool off, but not when temperatures in the water are dangerously cold and you got waters that are running fast and swift. Now's not the time to do that. You got to have to wait until those water temperatures warm and also wait until it's not running so fast. Of course, if you have to get in, please make sure you have a life jacket. More changes coming in next week. We got the 90s on tap for the weekend, but by the time we get to next week, the 80s are back in play as a low pressure system comes in and cools us back down. So we're talking about water safety. Here's why. Here's a look at the river temperatures valid as of yesterday. The American River through Auburn, 55 degrees for your water temperature. Folsom, 54. Sacramento River near Redding, 51 degrees. 62 for Sacramento. And the Feather River coming in through Oroville, 57 degrees for your water temperature. And you move on down, you join in with the Yuba River in Marysville, 53 for your water temperature, right? Way too cold. And that's when you start to lose muscle control in a matter of minutes. Here's a look at your upper air temperature. So we talked about water temperatures. Let's talk about upper air temperatures. This denotes my warm air that's coming in. It's a high pressure system. It's going to be moving in, taking over much of the West Coast. We're going to go from the 80s to the 90s, low 90s on Saturday, mid 90s coming in for Sunday. And then look at what happens. All of a sudden, things start to change. This is a low pressure system. You can just make it out, right? This is coming into play Monday, sticking around Tuesday, still here Wednesday, even early Thursday, and then finally starting to relinquish its hold on the region. The reason why the low pressure system is important, it is going to cool us down drastically next week. In the meantime, though, take a look at your sights of California for today on a wonderful Friday. 66 for the Bay with clouds early, 85 for an afternoon high in the Delta today. Upper 80s coming in for the valley floor, 79 in the foothills with the upper 60s coming in for the Sierra. Now we take a look at the next 7 days. I told you about the warm up, the high pressure system. Now let's take a look at that cool down. Low pressure system comes in Monday, right? It brings in more clouds. It's going to bring in more of an onshore flow. That brings in more moisture and that brings down your temperatures. Lower 80s coming in Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, which is below average for us for this time of the year. But the Delta, you're also going to take that roller coaster ride. You'll go to near 90 and then you're heading back down to the 70s, and for the Bay Area, the 60s.